All right, welcome back everybody to True Crime Loser. I am standing in front of the federal courthouse in New York City of the Southern District of Manhattan, where on Friday, Ghislaine Maxwell is set to appear in front of a judge for the first time. Look at this place. Does it get any more sinister, end of the line than this place? So, things I've learned since my video this morning. She was taken at 4:30 in the morning by U.S. Marshals in New Hampshire, and they brought her to a jail in Brooklyn. They had reported that they were bringing her here to the Metropolitan Correctional Center. This is the building where Epstein definitely 100% did not kill himself. But again, you know who else is in this building that I've been following? Or I guess they just got to go home a few days ago, is Yarouj Rahman, who is a lawyer who lives in Brooklyn, who on the night of the protest, her and her other lawyer friend made Molotov cocktails out of Bud Light bottles, and then she did an interview at the Barclays Center, it's at the basketball stadium, saying, you know, the only way we're gonna bring the whole thing down is with using violence, and we gotta use the master's tools or something. And then like an hour later, she threw the Bud Light bottle with gas and toilet paper into a police van. And they got charged with 7 felonies. I think they appeared right here in the federal courts. They had a bunch of lawyers write in and say they should have been charged in state court and yada yada, but they were charged 7 felonies, and then we're here, and then they got to go home, and then it was repealed. They got bail, and then that was repealed, and they had to come back, and then bail was reinstated. So I think as of a few days ago they went home. But this is not where you want to be. All right, so I'm gonna walk over this way. So I'm really glad that I came down here, because I talked to 2 security guards from this place, and I didn't know if I'd ask them, hey, is this where Ghislaine Maxwell's gonna be? I didn't know if they'd be like, I'm not supposed to talk, or I don't know, or just tell me to scram. But they're both really nice and said, yep, this is where it should be, or if it's not in this building, this is the back of it, but it could be in this building right here. But it's more, the front of that one looks a lot more like a classic courthouse building with the pillars and everything. And so I said, you know, is this where it's going down Friday? And both of them said yes. And then I asked if they knew why they brought her to the jail in Brooklyn instead of the one right here. And they both said, I honestly have no idea. So I don't know if that was a last minute decision, or they always planned to do that, or if they reported that they were gonna bring her here and brought her there on purpose to just put out misinformation, but who knows? But one of the security guards said that on the big day on Friday, all of the media, if it's in this building, all the media and everything will be here, and this is where the lawyers will get here and leave and talk at the podium. So I'm planning to get here early on Friday and just kind of camping out until something cool happens. But here's this. Back over here. So when I read this morning that about at noon, I thought that if I got down here at early afternoon, maybe I could get here and catch them bringing her here. Because as of this moment, I don't think that there is one picture or piece of video footage or mug shot or anything from the arrest or from her little court appearance in New Hampshire or anything. So doesn't that seem a little bit strange? So I figured if I got here early afternoon, maybe they would bring her to this jail, and it would be. But then at about noon, I heard that they had gotten her up crack of dawn, gotten her here by noon. She was in the Brooklyn jail. So I thought maybe I shouldn't even come down today, but I'm glad I did, because those 2 security guards made it worth it, answered all my questions. wonder if she'll, she's gonna have her arraignment, first appearance, and bail all in one shot on Friday. That's what her lawyer is requesting. So part of that is the detention where she's going to be held. So maybe she'll get changed to here. Maybe she'll be out in Brooklyn. That really doesn't make sense if the court appearances are here. So let's walk over here to I walked up by the Occupy protest. It's pretty wild. Get around this corner. It's a little bit of a walk. So every time I do one of these walking videos, someone always goes, I used to like your content, but this was an extremely boring video, and there was times where 10-second periods would go by where you didn't say anything funny or interesting. It's like, yeah, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Just walking around. So you can see this is the front of the one. So the guy said that it also could be in this building. Let me get around the corner here. So usually there aren't all of these like gates and stuff everywhere, but I guess because this is very high protested area, so I guess it could be in here. Not where you want to end up at the beginning of summer. So let's walk this way. So I guess all the media is camping out right here. That's what the security guard said for both of the protest zone and then the Ghislaine stuff. He also said that there were a bunch of media right over here, right there, for the Ghislaine stuff, but they probably once realized she was going to Brooklyn all left. Anyway, nice hot summer day here in New York City. Not too many people out, really. It's my second time to Manhattan since the pandemic. Just hasn't really been too much of a reason to come over here. You gotta think on before the pandemic, like this, where everyone eats lunch and stuff would be packed. I think a lot of neighborhoods in New York City, maybe half the people have left just to go to their upstate house or just were here living with roommates and just went home, or I don't know. You go to a lot of neighborhoods. We walked through Williamsburg and there was no one there. All right, let's walk. You could see the graffiti starting on the government buildings. It's a news truck. It's a long light. Oh, here we go. Pretty wild, right? Here we are. Looks like this building got it pretty good. Go across the street. Anyway, pretty nuts. But so apparently the action is all going down Friday. I'm gonna be here and try to cover it. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'll see you next time. Why? Stavin' why? Shut